Hey everyone and welcome back. If you are new here then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a Christmas get ready with me. If you're watching this on upload day, it will be Christmas day, so Merry Christmas. If not, then hey, this is just a festive makeup tutorial you can follow along to. I have to do a red lip today because it is Christmas and the whole look is based on a red lip. So let's just get on with it. I'm just going to prime my eyes with some Tarte Shape Tape. I have bought a new P. Louise base, but then now I've lost it, so hopefully I'll come across it amongst all of the chaos at the moment. And I'm not carving out my brow or anything because I want them to be like quite fluffy today. Eyeshadows, I'm using my Nip and Fab contour palette. It's very broken. This is the dark contour palette and I absolutely love this for eyes. I'm going to start with this warm tone in the top corner. As usual, this will be a tutorial that you can follow along with easily at home, and if you're following this along on Christmas Day, it will be quick because I don't think really you have time to even stop on Christmas Day. So this is going to be a glam but easy tutorial if you want to wear this makeup as well. Let me know down in the comments if you're doing anything interesting for Christmas Day. I will be eating my way in turkey and chocolate. I'm watching Christmas films all day probably. And I'm going to do a more winged out look today, so I'm flicking it out in this outer corner like usual. I always prefer to do eyes first because I just feel like it can be a little bit more messy. And it doesn't matter because you can just clean it up straight after. Okay, then we're going to deepen up a little bit with this one in the outer corner. Let me know as well if you have any plans for New Year's. I'm going to try and get a video up next week because I think it falls on Sunday again. Christmas is on Sunday, which is usually my upload day, which is why we're doing a Christmas Day tutorial today. I'm going to try and I'm feeling either maybe a New Year's Eve makeup or like the Best of Beauty for 2022. I'm actually just want to get straight into the new year now. I'm ready to get going, but there's just one more video left to film for next week. So let me know if you want to see a New Year's Eve tutorial or like a favourites or Best of Beauty or something like that. I'm going to do a bit of a smoky eyeliner. This is MAC's Costa Riche eye pencil. I'm going to do a winged eyeliner anyway, but I just want like a little bit of extra smokiness on the outer corner. So I'm just going on like the outer third, just not even like neat at all. And then I'm going to take that same eyeshadow that we've just been using and just smoke out a bit. This will just make the outer corners a little bit deeper. It'll be Christmas without gold pigment, so we're going to put a little bit of gold on as well. I'm going to use the NYX glitter primer first. So I'm just pressing the glitter glue everywhere that I want the pigment, which is, you can see like the area that's bare with no eyeshadow on, and go straight on with the pigment and just press this everywhere that you want it. I'm going to do like the inner corner highlight with this as well. I like to bring mine just above my crease as well so you can still like see it when I've got my eyes open. Okay, we are going to do a bit of a wing, so I've just got a bit of micellar water on this cotton round and I'm just going to sharpen up my eyeshadow where I will want my wing. I've definitely found as I'm getting older, I'm using the tattoo liner by the way, that my eye shape is definitely changing, so I have to draw like my wings different from how I used to. I do find this is the only eyeliner pen that I can use. It's the tattoo liner from KVD. I only ever used to use a gel eyeliner because I could never use an eyeliner pen. But that one for some reason just makes it so much easier to do your eyeliner. I don't think I'd ever go back to using a gel. Mascara, I'm using the Volume, what am I using? Volume Million Lashes from L'Oreal. And then I'm just quickly going to apply a half lash because it is more of like a daytime look. I know it's Christmas, but I feel like with a red lip as well, I don't want the eyes to look too heavy. This just makes the outer corners look a little bit more full. Okay, let's do face while they dry off. I'm using the NARS Radiant Longwear. I'm using the shade Fiji. I think this might be a bit yellow. I think I've done this before where I've used this and it's been a bit too yellow, but we can try it and see how we get on. I can always bring a little bit down my neck as well. I did put like a tiny bit of tan on last night, but I'm so fair at the moment, I don't feel like tan is making any difference. Build it up for a good coverage, not too heavy, just a nice like flawless amount. My last video I did quite an in-depth like base routine and how to get like the most flawless long wearing base. So if you're going like on a night out or something and you want your makeup literally to look amazing all night, then I'll link that in the description so you can go and watch that, because it's like quite informative and quite an in-depth video which I think you will find helpful. Okie dokie, let's do concealer. I'm using the same Tarte Shape Tape. I need a lot of coverage under my eyes. I feel like I'm so dull under my eyes at the moment. I feel like I just need a good night's sleep. And I still haven't decided how smoky I want my under eyes yet, so I'm going to try and get really close to the lash line. Moving on to bronzer slash contour, I'm using the KVD Beauty. This is the liquid gel contour. I absolutely love these because they blend out so easy. Just to add a little bit of life back into the skin. And they're also really buildable as well, so if you don't feel like you've applied like enough, you can always go back in and apply a little bit more. I am more on the fair side today, so I have to be a bit careful with the bronzer, but I always go overboard. Then I do really like these as cream blushes. These are the P. Louise bases and they come in so many different colours. This one's like quite a hot pink. This is Winter Rose. You only need literally the smallest amount, so I rub it into like the back of my hand first, and then I like to apply it with my finger, but I go like on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it back into the contour, and then I use the same brush. It's got no extra product on. I'll just press it in. Okay, so let's set it in place. This is the Ben Nye Cameo Powder. This has got like the slightest sort of tint of colour in. It's not translucent. I haven't used this for ages. It's kind of like a peachy undertone very slightly. And I just love these for setting. I'd say the Ben Nye powders, Laura Mercier powders, and RCMA powders are my favourite for setting. For my bronzer, I've got the Physicians Formula. This is butter bronzer. I think it's in shade bronzer. I never know because it does say just bronzer on the back. But I think that's like a funny name to call your bronzer. And I'm pressing rather than like swiping it around because this will then like set the areas which I've not set with the loose powder. Blush, I'm going to use Milani's Luminoso. I do want to get more blushes next year. That is one of my New Year's resolutions. Buy more blushes. I think I've got like 3 in my whole collection of my like personal collection. Okay, I need to figure out how smoky I want the underneath. I don't think I'm going to do it too smoky because the lips are going to be quite bold as well, and I want this to be suitable for daytime. So let's start with the lightest shadow that we've used. I'm going to run this all underneath. Might be enough mascara as well. Okay, same mascara for bottom lashes. And then let's do lip. I'm excited for this one. I've got this liquid lip from Too Faced. This is in the shade Lady Balls. And then I have got like my only red lip liner. This is Ruby Woo from MAC. Okay, so I've just done the lip liner as like more of a guide really. And then I'm going to pop this all over the top. I literally have to hold my breath when I'm doing red lip. Oh, okay guys, so that completes my Christmas get ready with me. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have an amazing Christmas as well, and thank you so much for watching. I will have one more video left for this year, and then we are heading into 2023, which is a bit scary but exciting as well. So I hope you all have an amazing festive period, and again, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and I will see you next week in my next one. Bye!